Hello everyone, welcome to another music theory tutorial video. So today we'll look at the fourth interval. Okay, first thing first, there's no major or minor fourths. So it's mostly a perfect interval, or an augmented interval, or a diminished interval. Meaning it can be a perfect fourth, augmented fourth, or a diminished fourth, but not a major fourth or a minor fourth, okay? So make sure you don't make that mistake of putting down a major fourth. So there's no such thing. To count perfect fourths, it's pretty easy. You just need to use your fingers. So most of the time, you just need to get the quantity. For example, let's grab perfect fourths. So C, D, E, F, and that's your perfect fourth. All right, automatic. So one more, let's do G, G, A, B, C. That's your perfect fourth already. So it's pretty handy. What if I got a flat there? E, F, G, A. If you got a flat here on the left hand side, you just bring that over. All right, so let's do one more. Let's do B, B, C, D, E. All right. So for most cases, it will work pretty well, except there's one exception, all right? So if you start from F, remember the perfect fourth is gonna be B flat, all right? So here, it's a good time that we talk about the definition of a perfect fourth. So by definition, it's actually 2.5 step. Another way to look at it is you can grab a major third and then add another half step here. That's why the major third and perfect fourth are just a half step apart, all right? So that's the definition here, something that I think is worth memorizing. All right. So, but for most of the time, you don't really need to use the formula because perfect fourth is just equal to the quantity. So from the example that we just did, you probably already observed that. And make sure you memorize this one exception here. When you go from F to B, it has to be a B flat for it to be a perfect fourth. So one acronym that you can use here is, okay, Facebook. FB, all right. So when you go from F to B, be careful, okay? Be careful with Facebook, okay? So F to B flat is your perfect fourth, all right? So that's your perfect fourth. I think we have time for a discussion on augmented and diminished fourths. So I think I'll do that in this video as well. Okay, augmented fourths. For augmented fourths, all you have to do is obtain a perfect fourth and you sharpen that. All right. So let's do a bunch of exercise. Okay. So let me grab a few notes. So again, C to F would be your perfect fourth already. In order to get an augmented fourth, put down a sharp here. G to C would be your perfect fourth. To make it augmented, put down a sharp, put down a sharp. D, E, F, G, that's your perfect fourth. Put in a sharp to make it an augmented interval. So A, B, C, D, that's your perfect fourth. And that would be your augmented fourth. E, F, G, A, that's your perfect fourth. Put in a sharp sign, that's your augmented fourth. Let's do F to B. Okay, what about the augmented fourth of F? So B flat is actually a perfect fourth, right? And if you put down a sharp, that would just neutralize that. So you can write just B. All right. So F to B is actually an augmented interval. All right. What about diminished fourth? All right. Again, so let me write down a few notes. So F, B flat, A flat, D flat. Okay, F, G, A, B flat is your perfect fourth. And in order to get a diminished fourth, you need to flatten your perfect fourth. So that's just a B double flat, all right? B flat to E flat would be a perfect fourth. So remember, the only exception happens between the note B and F. Okay, so B going to E, it's not an exception here. So we just apply the quantity rule here. So B, E, but what I want here is a diminished fourth, so flatten that, all right? A flat, grab your perfect fourth first, so that should be a D flat. But then I would need a diminished fourth, so you put down another flat. D flat, D, E, F, G, so it should be G flat. That's your perfect fourth. But I need a diminished fourth, so that should be your diminished fourth. All right, so I think I forgot to put down the rules at the beginning. So for diminished fourth, it's just a perfect fourth, but then you flatten that, kind of like the augmented and diminished thirds. Okay, so that's your fourths. Okay, so we did perfect fourths, and also augmented fourths and diminished fourths. Okay, so hopefully things are good. So like the video if you like it, subscribe to my channel if you find these videos useful, and I will see you in the next video.